Welcome, everyone, to an exciting broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Some great action in store tonight, seeing some of the best and brightest young players on the hardwood. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Georgetown Hoyas facing the UCLA Bruins.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
A look at the Hoyas starting group. They've got Trice. Warren is out there with Price. Then there's Hudson. And it's Randolph in at the two-guard.
And guys, so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem, a former Bruin. Bill Walton, also coming out of Westwood.
Wow, Greg, all those great players you mentioned with UCLA. A lot of Hall of Famers in that list, Clark.
Yeah, and they've continued that tradition with current NBA stars, Kevin Love and Russell Westbrook, probably the two highest profile former Bruins in the NBA today.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. He didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Price kicks to Hudson. Fade away. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And it's a completely new group here for the Hoyas. Harkless with it, out defended by Freak. Wilson misses the three. Hoyas on D, trailing by 5. Here's Freak. He is hauled in by the Hoyas.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here's Harkless. Hoyas moving the ball around. Shot by Joseph, no good. Freak with it. 6 points for him. And another miss by UCLA. Here's Felix. Sweet little floater. Felix has got his first points of the night.
Well, I tell you what, guys, so many great centers have come through Georgetown. For a while, they were the destination for great centers going into college. You can point to any of their teams and find an NBA center on the roster.
And some changes here for the Bruins. Looney's checked in for Thomas. Campbell comes in for Morris, and Fresh subbed in for Free.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Freak in at point guard. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then it's Fresh, and it's Johnson in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Georgetown, they've got Warren. He's out there with Price, and it's Hodges in at the 5 spot. Now here's Harkless. He got right to the cup using that screen. The Georgetown Hoyas have had so many great centers. Greg Monroe, Roy Hibbert, some of the more Greg recent guys.
Yeah, but don't forget about the one who kind of set that trend in motion. Patrick Ewing was just a dominant force. And it's amazing. All of these guys we just named were
And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
So on the floor for UCLA. Freak, he's in at point guard. Looney out there with Campbell. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA and an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
The shot by Trice, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Well, Georgetown has been such a pillar of East Coast basketball for so long. Really one of the universities on the East Coast.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. A really rich tradition in men's basketball for the Hoyas. They've been a competitive presence on the college basketball landscape going back to the 70s.
Looks for Randolph, gets it to him. Misses from short range.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Stolen away. Here's Freak. He's got 14. Pass to Fresh to the left wing. Roberts dishes to Freak. And he makes good on the layup. Freak's got 16.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
From outside the arc, it's hauled in by the Hoyas. Now, here's Warren. Price kicks to Warren. Right side, Randolph. To halt the run, Fresh pulls it in.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter.
A new group getting ready to come in for the Bruins.
Felt.
Thomas checked in for Johnson. Barton comes in for Morris. Freaks checked in for Porter. And Starks is subbed in for Free. Wilson, he's checked in for the Hoyas.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bruins.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. Poor Freak. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Here's the screen. Felix, the pass to Wilson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Well, UCLA and all those incredible national titles in men's basketball, Clark, they were the program in the 60s and 70s.
Yep, completely dominated the landscape of college ball during that time. From 64 to 75, they won 10 titles in 12 seasons.
Johnson, he's checked in for UCLA. Porter comes in for Barton. And it's John Trice with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Baseline J on the way, and the Bruins tack on 2 more.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Here's Joseph, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one.
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And the free throw, no good. That's off as well, so he misses both. Here's UCLA. They're on a 15-3 run right now. Takes a 3. Now Trice, and stolen by Freak. From deep three-point range, no good. So it's UCLA picking up the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
For Craig Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports.